The Cardinals are 1-6. The sky is falling. Jonathan Gannon is a bad head coach. All of these things are being said right now. Some of them are true. Most of them are not. A lot of people are panicking after the Cardinals lost yet another winnable football game against the Seattle Seahawks in Week 7. We're already 7 weeks into this, and I've been impressed by a lot of the games that the Cardinals have played. They have been in each and every one of them at some point in the fourth quarter. Whether it was a bad play call on 4th and 1 against Cincinnati, or completely getting the air taken out of their tires against the San Francisco 49ers and getting outplayed by a better team. Most of the games I've been impressed by. This one was the most frustrating, though. The good news is we get Kyler Murray back in a couple of weeks. Josh Dobbs has done a very good job for the first few weeks, but the bottom line is he is a backup quarterback in the NFL. He came in, he played his role, given the circumstances, coming in to Arizona, no training camp with the team, no preseason with the team, thrown into the starting job against Washington. They were in that game. They should have won the next game against the New York Giants, and then for Dobbs to lead them to that Week 3 performance against the Cowboys is impressive. But you'd be lying if you wouldn't say that this team is in a different spot with Kyler Murray. If he was starting these games, I feel like they would have won. If you have not watched the games, then you might not know how competitive the Cards have played. They've given their opponents everything that they can handle pretty much every week. Granted, they've been beat by some star players pretty much single-handedly. Cooper Kupp had a massive game, Jamar Chase had a massive game, and Christian McCaffrey had a massive game. Those are three teams that the Cardinals played pretty well but got beat by a superstar. The secondary is a problem. I like Marco Wilson. I've been rooting for him ever since he got drafted out of Florida. But he's not that guy. You can't ask him to play as a number one cornerback. He's getting embarrassed out there every game. It's not really fair to him, but, at the end of the day, he is an NFL player. This is the circumstance that he's in. I would expect him to play better. He's had poor game after poor game so far. The bright spots, the rookie class. I mean, what more can you say about Monty Ossenfort's drafting? BJ Ojulari needs some more opportunities. Garrett Williams is back and healthy and got a pick in his debut. Keitrell Clark has impressed given the circumstances. But you lose Byron Murphy Jr. in the offseason, and I'm not saying that Murphy is a number one cornerback and would have been the savior for this Cardinals defense by any means. But given the circumstances, he'd be pretty helpful right now. Injuries have been an issue. Discipline have been an issue. I did not expect the Cardinals to kill themselves with so many penalties this year. The offense is the problem with this football team. The defense deserves quite a lot of credit, especially the front. Victor Dimukeje had a really strong start to the season. Nobody expected that one. Dennis Gardeck has been so fun to watch. Really just happy for the guy to have this opportunity and be running with it the way he is. But up the middle, Ledbetter has impressed me. Lucky Fotu hasn't been as bad as I thought he'd be. You're going to have long days, and I said this preseason. When your defensive front looks that bad, you're going to have teams that will just run it as often as they can. And when you go up against running backs, no matter who they are, like Williams did it to the Cardinals when they played the Rams, the team is beatable. But the execution on offense is really the Achilles heel. Petzing has had some learning curves. I'm not going to say that he's set the world on fire in his first year. I think he's done well considering his circumstances, considering he doesn't have Kyler Murray. I think he's helped Josh Dobbs succeed. With that said, some of the play calls are questionable. You go back to that 4th and 1 against Cincinnati when they're in that game at the start of the 4th quarter. You can feel when the momentum shifts. I've never seen a team kind of roll over and die on offense. Like when they have the playmakers. Michael Wilson, I don't think I even mentioned him. I was talking about the rookie class. I don't think I mentioned how impressive Michael Wilson has been. Get him the ball more. He makes a play almost every time he catches it, and I can't wait to see him with Kyler. This team right now holds the number 2 overall pick. Let me make this clear. Kyler Murray is coming back. This team is not ending up with the 2nd overall pick unless, God forbid, something else happens to Kyler and he suffers a setback and can't get on the field this year. The team is there. One player does not make a difference, but one player will make this team watchable, I think. Josh Dobbs has done good considering all the circumstances against him, but some of the plays he makes, it's just frustrating. I promised myself I wasn't going to rant this season as much as I can, and it took me 7 weeks to make a video on this topic. But with the Arizona Cardinals, it's in front of them. And that is something that hurts because these games are winnable, but they can't finish. And I really hope something changes with Kyler. And I hope the Cardinals fans know how lucky they have it with Kyler Murray when he comes back after watching this performance for the last 7 weeks of the season. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a comment on this video. Tell me what you think is wrong with the Cardinals. I probably end up titling this video something like "What's Going On in Phoenix" or anything like that. And I don't have an answer for you. I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.